Hello, this is Keystone Mapping here with my 300 subscriber QnA video. I'm glad you guys decided to click on this video because I have a lot of things I want to talk about, especially with the series and how it's going to develop in the future, if it does. Anyway, let's start with the questions. So our first question comes from and they say, "You deserve more. You're honestly one of my favorite mappers." And to you, I say thank you very much. I have no confidence in the stuff I make, and so I'm really grateful when people decide to drop a little compliment on my videos. And I'm always welcome to critiques too, because I want to get better and I want to know people have just and honest opinions about my stuff. And so if you just drop a comment like, "Hey, that made 0 sense, please delete your channel," and I'll be like, "Sure." Yeah, I'll appreciate everything you guys say to me, unless it's like directly, you know, hatred, and that will make me sad. So don't do that. Question 2 comes from, I'm not going to pronounce any of these right, by the way, any of these names, but we can try. Question 2 comes from Donna CM, and Donna CM asks, "This isn't a question, but I just binge watched from season 1, episode 1. Love the series, just subbed." I know I'm gonna focus on these a lot because I like my ego being boosted, but it really means a lot. Like I said, when you guys comment stuff like this, it just means more than you guys could imagine. So thank you for the comment, and I'm glad you're enjoying the series. Our third question comes from Saberkis, and Saberkis asks, "Congrats on 300. Thank you. My question is, do you have any mapping recommendations?" Now, in general, I love the Future of Europe series in general, like from any mapper. I just love like the amount of tension you can build off of that continent because it's a powder keg. It's gonna erupt soon. But in general, my favorite series is probably Irradiate. Now, his channel, he hasn't uploaded in years, and it's so sad just seeing him fall off the face of the earth. But his Future of Europe series was amazing. I loved all the dialogue, I loved the characterization, and I just loved all the pacing and plot. It was so inspirational. It's what caused me to make my first series, which is deleted. You can't find it here anymore. But yeah, Fiery55 asks, well, Fiery55 has 3 questions, and so let's start with number 1. What program do you use for mapping? Now, I do all of my mapping on my phone, which is kind of funny to say out loud and also kind of embarrassing, but that's all right. So I use the app IBIS Paint X. One thing I really like about it is that there's not a limit to how many layers you can add, or if there is, it's like 500 or something, I can't remember. Which is really helpful because I don't have to erase text to color in countries and then bring it back again, because everything is just like more convenient with that app, and I feel like it's one of the best ones to do if you're on your phone. But for a PC or like computer in general, I would suggest, I guess, Clip Studio Paint or MS Paint. I've heard good things from both. And our third question is, have you heard of Country Balls? Are you planning to use Country Balls in one of your series? I don't think, I've heard of him, but I don't think I'm going to use them just because that's a lot of work. I don't know, maybe. I don't have any plans for it right now, but I'm open to changing the format of how my videos work, especially because I did it in the middle of season 1. I'm pretty sure you guys remember that just because it was an eyesore before. All right, our next question comes from Bengal Mapping, and Bengal Mapping also has multiple questions for us. So question 1, what is your favorite hobby besides mapping? I like to draw, I like writing in general, just besides my mapping series. I love creative writing and stuff. I love writing like little snippets about characters I'm never gonna build a story off of. But I just like doodling in my sketchbook. I like making visual things. I'm majoring in graphic design at university right now, so I guess that kind of makes sense. Number 2, what are you planning for your next series? Now, I'm planning a Future of Europe series, and I want to interconnect it with the current one going on. So, for example, events that happened in the Future of USA timeline are going to have effects on the events in the Europe one, because I feel like that interconnectedness is going to make me feel really smart and cool. So for Future of USA, I have 4 seasons planned out. I have the 3rd season entirely written. I don't have anything done for the 4th one though, so it's gonna be a mystery what that one's gonna be. And the 3rd question is, do you like Aberdeen or 2L more? Oh, by the way, this is gonna have spoilers for season 2, episode 4, so go watch that if you haven't. This is extra funny because I just killed off Aberdeen. So that's cool, but in general, I guess I would say Aberdeen because I did more with him, and with QnA, there's not enough character development for me to like make a conclusion about it. But in general, I guess I would say Aberdeen. And then they left a little note. By the way, I love your videos. Keep up the great work. Thank you. That means a lot to me, like I've mentioned for like 4 times. Lucid NLR Plays says you deserve way more subs. Thank you so much. Again, I'm including a lot of compliments because I like having a big ego. The Illinois Mapper says, I noticed that after Illinois fell, Illinois, I don't know how you say that. Illinois and Vancouver is still around. Do you plan on doing something with it, or was that a mistake? Love the videos. Well, thank you to that last part, but that was definitely a mistake, and I was kind of gonna try to play it off, but I decided to just like be real and be like, yeah, sorry. And I did. I ended up just making him independent in episode 4. So again, if you haven't watched that yet, go leave. Pac-Man Jumix asks, are you going to continue with the alternate future of Canada and alternate history of South America? Because I really want to see you do that, as you only made one video for both of the 2 series. So this is an interesting question, just because each series I made for an indirect reason. So for Future of Canada, I remade an old series on this channel that's deleted. I don't have it saved anywhere, unfortunately. But yeah. And I wanted to just see how my mapping skills had improved. So that I posted that in 2020. And it was alright. I think the pacing was weird and the plot it didn't make much sense, but I feel like it was pretty well put together, definitely better than my old series. For alternate history of South America, the reason I decided to delve into South America was because, one, I don't see a lot of series about it, and I wanted to make something more independent and unique. But I also wanted to do something different so I could rekindle my interest in mapping, just because I was feeling burnt out in April, and I was scared I was going to drop off the face of the earth, and so I wanted to do something different to be able to re-spark that interest. And as we can see, that didn't work, and I disappeared for like 5 months. But that's okay, I'm back now. I don't think I'm gonna be going anywhere this time. I feel like that's gonna become an ironic statement soon, but that's fine. And we have 2 questions from Zakes. And Zakes asks, what is the end goal for the series? Is it a united America, a sad poetic end, a complete restart as nuclear warfare starts again, or perhaps is that too big of a question? Now, I don't want to give anything away. And when I said I don't have anything written for season 4, that was a lie. I have the ending written, but I don't have anything before that written. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to connect. But I mentioned earlier, I like writing a lot, and that includes poetry. And so therefore, I'm going to make this ending as heart-wrenching and maybe even confusing as possible. Maybe it's not gonna be a fully fledged ending. Maybe it will be abstract. Maybe you'll be able to interpret your own ending. I'm just kidding, I hate when people do that. It's gonna be pretty obvious, but still, I'm really excited. But no, there will not be a united America. And about nuclear warfare, I don't want to continue that as much. I don't think I want to keep using that trope, just because 1, it's unrealistic, and 2, it's kind of pointless. It's just destructive. And I seem to use it when I want to kill off a character that's powerful, but I want to get rid of. And Zakes' second question is, will the map ever be slightly expanded out, perhaps to show more of Canada, Alaska, and the Caribbean? Imagine Haiti of all places colonizing the Americas. That would be funny. It would, just because this is really ironic that you point out Haiti, just because in last episode when Florida conquered Cuba, I accidentally colored Haiti as red, implying that it was part of Cuba. And if you look at Haiti during Cuba's monologue when he's dying, you can see me switch Haiti from red to green when I realized. But to actually answer your question, because I definitely avoided it, I don't think so. Not for this season, at least. I do plan on involving Central America in the series in season 3. But for now, for season 2, probably not, because I don't have a reason to at the moment. I might do some cutaways. There's going to be some stuff happening with Alaska soon, and Hawaii. Watch out for that. And for those, I might have to change the camera setting, but I'm not going to make it permanent. I'm probably just going to do a cutaway. Our last question comes from Dude Guy 57, who just says, hi. Well, that's going to do it for this. I'm really excited that people actually gave me questions, because it makes me happy to know that people really like my content and appreciate it, and I appreciate your appreciation. I'm going to try to get episode 5 done before next Saturday. There shouldn't be any roadblocks from then and now, and if I disappear by Saturday, I'm sorry. But thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.